protective corporate shroud. You know, it's not stereotypes, it's demographics. This is how you talk about it in the boardrooms. You know, it's not, we're not really talking about race, we're talking about marketing.
We came to this play last April, blown away, and I told Ben, the editor of Kicks Magazine and Slam, that we got to do a piece on this. I reached out to you, reached out to Francis. We did actually a piece on Greg.
I think the play came from being in these meetings and having such an incredibly white industry with so much influence over a certain demographic, but completely uncomfortable talking about it in any sort of casual, comfortable way. And the conversations that I have were kind of really awkward and weird and funny and revealing. And the language that people used to dance around talking about what they were talking about was amazing. And so from that perspective is where I kind of wrote the play.
For the last 16 years, Slam has dropped the Kicks issue, which is sort of like our version of the swimsuit issue. It comes out every summer. I want to know the evolution, for sneakerheads it is, I want to know the evolution of how it came about, that we came up with just a summer sneaker issue, and how's that evolved?
I mean, I think from the beginning, Slam saw that, you know, kids that were interested in basketball were interested in sneakers, and they weren't, you know, they hadn't maybe had a place to look at them other than in a catalog, maybe like the East Bay catalog. So the publisher kind of devised the idea that they're going to start covering sneakers, shooting them, describing how much they cost as part of the editorial of the magazine. And that was very successful. And you started to see, it was always in the back of Slam. The Kick section was always in the back of the magazine, and you would start to see kids reading the magazine from back to front. The first thing they wanted to look at was the shoes. And, you know, I guess we weren't the only ones, well, I didn't even work there then, but he wasn't the only one that noticed that. You know, people in the industry noticed it. And I don't know exactly if it was his idea or Nike's idea, but together, the very first issue of Kicks was sponsored by Nike. And it was all Nike shoes, and I think the thought was, let's take a product that people are excited to learn about in Slam and make a whole issue out of it. And then the next year, I think all the other brands were like, we want to be part of this too. So that was it for single sponsorship, and ever since then, we've just tried to cover, you know, basically treat sneakers kind of like we treat players the rest of the year, but, you know, new releases, pricing, designers, that sort of thing. So.
Great, great. Does anybody in the audience have any questions for any of these people?
Oh, I definitely have a question. You know, I started out with this. My name is Zeus. When this first started, I had a headache from it. I was like, oh my God, I hope I don't have this headache the whole goddamn time. And I wanted to know, like, are you aware of the hatred of skin darkness of people in America? And what are you doing about it? I want to know.
Am I aware, me personally? You're talking about me, or are we asking?
You doing what your play is talking about, like, who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I aware of racism in this country? Is that what you're asking?
Yes.
Yes.
You hear me?
I think that's what you're asking me. I just want to make sure I'm clear. I'm not answering the wrong question. You're asking am I aware of
Not awareness of it. What are you doing about it?
Oh.
Yeah,
Well,
what are you doing about? What are y'all doing about it?
That's a great question. The best I can do as a playwright is write a play that has people talking. You know, that's the best I can do. I mean, if I were someone else, I might be able to do something else.